There's a famous saying that says charity begins at home. I believe the very first moments where I fell in love with nature was when I was taught not to litter around my own yard. That sparked love for nature in me. My name is Dumisa Koza, and I work for the Krukatu Canyons Biosphere as a project site coordinator. We are implementing climate smart, sustainable projects all over the landscape, and one of those projects is the AHP project that seeks to address diaper waste in the environment. Working in my community is really indeed a privilege because I understand the culture, political dynamics, how everything is done in the community. If now when people are talking about it, good things about it, it brings so much pride to me that I actually played a role in contributing to that. We work on this project with a community established committee. We have two solutions for this, which one is providing alternative cloth diapers, and the other solution is through incineration. The incineration of the diaper waste is through a climate conscious incinerator. Modulasetulo, be ke nyaka go kwešiša wa go tseba gore na ke eng tšeo le di dirago bjalo ka komiti go netefatša gore setšhaba ka moka se a lethega se na le lena ka gare ga project ye le e dirang.
Re le komiti re dula matšatši a mabedi mo bekeng re ba meeting, re ba le ba kgoro, re bitsitse community meeting re le ba komiti, ra tla ra bitsa community meeting gape re na le ba kgoro. Setšhaba se a re thekga ka ge di-pampers di tla ba sa hle ba sa di lahla gohle ba netefatša gore ba isa dibineng goba tše dingwe tša tla ka moo.
The AHP project is a co-created project with a community committee which basically lead and implement the project on site. As the K2C, we come in with resources and skills, and the committee themselves take ownership and implement the project on their own with the support of the K2C and other stakeholders.
Rena ba mošate le ba K2C tlamagane ya rena e napa e matlafetse ka baka la gore re a šomišana se sengwe se bana le nnaso ba se ba nyakang go se tšweletša pele mo setšhabeng ba tla ba boledišana le rena pele ra dula fase ra kwana gore ba tšwele pele. Okay, tabeng e ya di-pampers rena ka lehlakoreng la rena re le mošate a ke no thoma ka gore re a ithekga ka baka la ke bona ka re e tlo thuša gore nageng ya ba rena o se ke ba le ditšhila, naga ya rena e dule e hlwekile. Jwale sa rena se re se dirang re le mošate ko go botša batho gore ba sa tšang ba lahla di-pampers mo ba bona gore mo nka lahla ba bona gore ba di lahla mo ile gore a di boniwe ka re tšona ka botšona a di nyakege mo ile gore batho ba phela gona. Ke ya šomišane mmogo le setšhaba, ya šomišane mmogo le setšhaba e ra gore go tlo ba le a ke tsonna nka e bea ka sekgowa go tlo ba ge community šomišana le mošate ke ra setšhaba se šomišana le mošate go ba le direction ra gore go na le mo re yang gona, mara ge go sena šomišana e ra gore everyone doing for himself a gona šomišano e mongwe le mongwe o dira ka mokganyakang ka gona. We are not going anywhere.
From engaging with Mr. Khwedi, we have learned a lot and we have actually learned that it becomes so easier to engage with the community through him as a respected figure and a leader in the community. His voice carries a lot of weight, and whenever he addresses or engage with the people, they listen, and then that's what makes things a little bit more easier. It is very important for conservation projects to include and engage with traditional authorities because one, they are the custodians of the land, and two, traditional authorities can enforce and foster traditional laws that are in the community. So that also links in with the conservation laws, and then they can be in synergy and support one another. The purpose of this meeting is to interact and engage with the community members about matters on the ground, and then we can find out what are some of the challenges that they are facing on the ground, and then co-creating solutions together.
So we have been invited today to come here and talk about and give feedback about the AHP project. So the main aim or the purpose for this meeting today, it was to discuss and find ways on how can we give solutions to those kind of issues whereby there are nappies that can be reused over and over. Working together always bring the great results. So in this type of projects, we have to work together. We have to engage with the community, because alone, as a youth organization, we can't do anything. And K2C alone, it can't come and do anything by its own. So it has to engage with us, the community, so that we can all come together and find the best possible solution to deal with the challenging issues we have.
David is a member of the Chairman's Forum, which is a governance committee that oversees our savings group initiatives in the community. For instance, the AHP savings group that save towards buying sustainable nappies, disposable cloth nappies, and then the Chairman's Forum is a governance structure that oversees all the savings group on the ground.
I thanks K2C because he brought Dumisa to me. Each and every meeting he engage me, he invite me. I attend a lot of workshops because of Dumisa.
The role he plays in governance is a crucial one, because someone who understands the concept of sustainability. For instance, David is a beneficiary of the project who had received CAPEX previously from the governance committee, and him demonstrating a sustainable payment of that, knowing that so that the next person can also benefit from that. That just shows how much he understands what we mean by sustainability. Through the financial mechanism system of savings groups, we have seen quite a number of changes and definitely empowerment that has brought people to work together to become selfless. And we have seen examples where women for now having access to own equipment and machinery which they wouldn't have access to in the past. So that to me brings a lot of joy seeing this kind of changes.
Good governance is when you're talking about values and ethics that you want to build, you build it with people. We come to learn that in good governance, you don't do things for people, you do things with people. People, you must take in their ideas, you must take in their views, and then you include that in your implementation. Then you've got a full buy-in of what you are doing, and that way, people will respect whatever you are bringing, and they will be able to take care of that. We've gone to a community where people were throwing away diapers, and you teach them about not to dump. And they say, fine, I hear you, understand you, but where must I dump? So you've only done the teaching part, but now there's also the implementation part where you speak with people to say, now, see, if you're gonna stop this, how does life after this look like? Where do we place this? Who needs to be involved in doing this? Do we need skip bins? Do we need dumping areas? Do we need somebody to buy this? Do we need gloves? Do we need... So you bring in a whole aspects of other people to solve this. It's a win-win situation for everybody if you approach it in that way. The reason why we do what we do is because we need nature. We need the environment. But the environment and nature does not need us, because anything where there is a problem, it starts with a human. So now we need to start managing the human element to make sure that there is peace. Where good governance is lacking, there is chaos. Where good governance is lacking is miscommunication. There is corruption. There is mistrust. It's every man for himself, survival for the fittest. And where there's good governance, there's Ubuntu.
Another most important element that wakes me up in the morning is to see a community flourish, is to see other livelihoods improve. I want to create an opportunity for everyone to improve their livelihoods through sustainable development.